a moment, a baby, a choice. Every pregnancy is unique and special, and so are the parents that care for their baby's future. For birth parents, the journey through adoption can be an emotional one. But that doesn't mean you have to experience the journey alone. That is how Angela and her team from the Adoption and Family Support Center feel about every family story, before, during, and even after the incredibly difficult decision of placing their babies through adoption.
Even though this is your birth plan, you do not have to be alone. Angela and her team at the Adoption and Family Support Center are there to back you up and guide you through this journey. When I first found out I was pregnant, we were in a very, very hard time in our lives. We were getting evicted out of our apartment, we had no food, nowhere to go. With this being my second adoption, I just went with the first adoption agency that I worked with before. And something didn't sit well with me. Making the choice for adoption was difficult, confusing, you feel lost. I ended up calling a support group, and that support group recommended me to Adoption and Family Support Center. I was on the phone with Angela for an hour. The next day she was at my house, sitting on my floor because I didn't have enough room, asking us what we needed. It was our decision, making sure it was our plan. They were there, and that's all that matters, and everybody needs someone. It's an amazing feeling to have family behind you. Even though I consider myself a strong, independent woman, I never realized that I needed the help. And with Angela and her team to guide me through this emotional journey, it's amazing to have a new part of a family, not just an agency, a family, and that's what they've become.
Adoption and Family Support Center is like a family you never lose.
Cassie and I have 2 children together, Eric, which is 5, and Neil, which is 9 months. We also have a third though, little Chloe. When we agreed to our adoption, we had nothing. We had nowhere to go.
It was very hard for me at the very beginning because it's our first daughter, and letting her go is the hardest thing we had to do, but we know it's for the better, for her and for our other 2 children as well.
Now, after we've chosen to have the adoption, we have a place our children can call home.
We started out with nothing and ended up with everything.
I was able to see how Angela and the agency treated my friend in her scenario and made it more personal, opposed to feeling like they didn't care about you and what you were going through. With that in mind, I did have an unplanned pregnancy, and I decided adoption was going to be my choice. I did a few meetings with a few other agencies, and I didn't feel too comfortable with them, especially being in a vulnerable situation or not feeling like I had anyone to go to without being judged. I remembered Angela and how great she was with my friends, and I decided that she would be the right choice for me. The Adoption and Family Support Center is one of a kind. No one else was there when I was gonna actually give birth. I have my best memories of my son with those ladies next to me at my bedside while I'm delivering a baby. What a lot of people don't understand is being a birth mom, your journey doesn't end when you give birth. That's honestly when it starts. There are no words to describe the feeling you get when you make the choice to put your kids' needs before your heart's desires. There's no words. It's the hardest thing that you're gonna do in your life. And if someone tells you different, they're gonna be lying to you. Take it from someone who's walked the journey not only once, but who's walking it twice. The most beautiful thing about adoption is making another family. If you're a birth mom, just know that once your child leaves your arms, that doesn't mean that they've left your heart. If you want to be reassured that there's someone there to take care of you way after you've even given birth to your child, these are the ladies that you want to go with your journey. Not only for your pregnancy, not only for when you're giving birth, but for the rest of your life.
It's not a business for Angela, it's a friendship.
Adoption and Family Support Center is probably one of the best places I can recommend for a family in need.
I feel the relationship that Angela and I have will last a lifetime.
The Adoption and Family Support Center is remarkable.
A moment, a baby, a choice. Choose our friends at the Adoption and Family Support Center. A place that understands your personal journey. A team that stands behind every birth parent's adoption. Call or text Angela and her dedicated team at the Adoption and Family Support Center. Discover the genuine care they can provide for your journey.